Omaha, Huskers and Huskies on deck. They love their volleyball here in the great state of Nebraska. We've been here for national championships before, and they have packed this place. That memorable championship in 2008, the semifinals, actually one of the great nights in North American volleyball history, with both semis going to 5.
After both going 2-0 and teams come storming back, the only 2 sets Penn State had lost all season were that night.
That was, I've never had so much fun not talking.
You and I both. That was
We set
awesome.
a world record for laying out. The crowd was spectacular.
Double block, Nicole Horner and Jennifer Hansen, point BYU.
BYU scoring another. If they could get a couple of more, a transition, a block, they'd be back in this. But look at the Bergsma. Nice.
Popped up by Parker. Plum, long way to go for it. And the bump set got it out wide to Kat Fisher.
And where did she hit? The line again. We've seen her thread the needle time after time. I think BYU has either got to put a defender there or block it, but there is nobody on the line, either at the first line of defense with the blockers or in the second line in the backcourt.
Kat Fisher now the 4th duck into double digits for kills. Hampson the only one for BYU. Back set. Williams. Whoa, what a play by Parker. Couple in a row. And then the miscue on the swing from Jardine.
Wow, what a great up by Parker. And I like how Williams for Oregon was working in transition to run that wide slide. But Parker with 2 great ups. Welcome to the wide slide. Coming up with it, Parker was. And then again on the play where Plum just set it on 1 touch and ran her offense.
Well, some unforced errors now starting to pile up too for BYU. They're hitting just 0-80 here in this 4th set. The Ducks trying to advance to their first trip to the Elite 8 tomorrow night. Nebraska and Washington coming up next. That should be a barn burner. How about the Killer Bees tonight, Bergsma and Brenner?
Boy, and surprisingly, it's been Brenner a lot more than Bergsma. Bergsma with 16 kills, but Brenner with 22. Between the 2 of them, almost 40 out of their team's 65 kills. If you stop one, the other comes on, but both of them doing a nice job and giving BYU too much to handle tonight.
Brenner and Bergsma joined by Williams and Fisher, double-digit kills. A well-balanced attack for the Ducks. Winner on to the region final. Stick around for Washington and Nebraska and a couple of surefire All-Americans in Krista Van Sant for the Huskies, Gina Mancuso for the Huskers. And a couple of coaches that have been downplaying some bad blood from a few years back. But of course, we being in the media will undoubtedly bring that up.
The last 3 times they've met, it's just been, there's so much on the line.
Yeah.
With the championship game in 06 and that great comeback that Nebraska had, that absolute soul crusher, dagger to the heart on Seattle's or on Washington's floor in Seattle in 08, and then again in 10. It's always an NCAA tournament match, and they care a lot. Passions are going to run high.
Washington and Nebraska, the 2005 championship match, memorable because John Cook was forced to call a timeout at 2-0 in the first set as the Huskies came out with their hair on fire and lit up the night in a 3-0 sweep. And then John Cook and company, as you mentioned. Jim McLaughlin still talks about that as being probably the toughest defeat of his career.
By far the most painful. 2-0 lead that evaporated, and a 9-3 lead in the 5th game that also evaporated on 9 straight plays.
That was in 2008, and then that 2010 matchup where the coaches got into a post-game shouting match. That's all coming up later tonight. Right now, though, Oregon trying to put the finishing touches on it.
Bergsma doing some work in the backcourt, and the long rallies just seem to be going Oregon's way. They're taking smarter swings and getting the ball to the floor. And Oregon's reading those roll shots much better than they were at the start of the match when Alexa Gray got a couple down.
That attack has worked all night. Williams getting to the sideline.
And we've been seeing her hit the line, but this time she goes cross-body, cross-court after the BYU blocker adjusted and took some line. Good vision by Williams.
Williams hitting .409 as Hampson gets the kill. Williams had been getting stuffed with the middle run, and so Jim Moore out of a timeout said work that side. And wide has been right. Hampson now with 18 kills for BYU. Plum will work the middle to Williams, and there wasn't anybody up to block. 21-12 Ducks. Hitting .406 here in the 4th.
And we've got Haley Jacob at the line. She's been, as you mentioned, an offensive weapon with her short serve. This one going deep, putting some pressure on BYU.
Plum, all kinds of choices, goes to Bergsma. 17 now for Elena. 3 points from the match. Blocked at the net by the Ducks. They'll get a free ball here. Plum looking out to Brenner. Kill number 24 for Liz Brenner.
And sometimes it doesn't look like she's even jumping that hard, but she sees the block so well, and she consistently hits that seam. Even if there's just enough space for the ball to get through, she's finding it.
Hampson out of the back. Bergsma keeps it alive. Back out to Brenner. I think the thing that's impressed me too about her is the different speeds at which she has been hitting the ball tonight, depending on the defense.
And I like the defense coming from Bergsma. She's known for her offense, but she starts the play, then Brenner finishes it. Nice 1-2 punch for Oregon.
Match point Ducks. Bergsma with the pass. Plum looking to Brenner. Got it. And Oregon, for the first time in school history, is in the Elite Eight.